Hello students, I welcome you all once again to the e-learning sessions of automobile engineering. Myself Hardik Shah, and during this lecture series we are discussing some interesting topics in the subject of automotive electricals and electronics. Okay, we have already started a new chapter on the engine management systems. Okay, and our today's topic in this lecture is electromagnetic interference and electromagnetic compatibility. Okay, that is EMI and EMC. I hope you will see this video till the end to completely understand this topic and gain your skills in automobile engineering. I also request you to note down any query which arises during the lecture and ask it in comment section. I will try to solve all the queries as soon as possible. So now let's start our today's video. So when the current passes through the conductor, it creates electromagnetic field, and almost all the electronic devices like TV, washing machine, induction stove, traffic lights, mobile phones, ATMs, laptops, etc. will emit the electromagnetic field. Okay. Now fossil fueled vehicles, that is IC engines, also suffer from the electromagnetic interference, that is EMI. The ignition system, starter motor and switch is caused broadband EMI, and electronic devices caused narrowband EMI. Okay. But as compared to ICE vehicles, electric vehicles are actually combination of the various subsystems and electronic components like battery management system, DC to DC converters, inverters, electric motor, high power cables distributed around the vehicle and chargers. So all these are actually working at the high power and frequency level, which causes the emission of the high level low frequency EMI. Okay, so if we observe the power and the voltage rating of the available electric vehicles, the power ratings are between few tens of the kilowatts to the hundreds of the kilowatts, when the voltage ratings are actually hundreds of volt, so that the current levels will be in the hundreds of the amperes. Okay, which causes strong magnetic field, and these magnetic fields are actually create interference. Okay, so let's consider an electric vehicle of the 100 kilowatt electric drive operating at 400 volt, means it is having the current of 250 ampere, which creates strong magnetic field. So while designing the vehicle, we have to assess the electromagnetic compatibility, okay, for all these subsystems and components to ensure that components safety along with the living being safety. Okay, so the term electromagnetic interference or electromagnetic compatibility are often used by the interchangeability when referring to the regulatory testing of the electronic components and different types of vehicles. Okay, so because of they are related in many ways, it is easier to confuse between these two terms. Okay, so controlling the electromagnetic interference, that means it is one type of noise, okay, unwanted signals. Okay, that is EMI, also referred to as a radio frequency interference, and minimizing the electromagnetic susceptibility. They are two important aspect of maintaining the electromagnetic compatibility. Okay, now ensuring the electromagnetic compatibility at a specific level and under the specific operating conditions is a common demand in almost all the electric vehicles and simple IC vehicles. Okay, so let's see some important definitions related to this EMC and EMI. Okay, first is electromagnetic compatibility, EMC. It means that its ability to not to be affected by the electromagnetic field and not to affect other system operations with its EMF when it is operating in an electromagnetic environment. So EMC represents electromagnetic emissions, susceptibility, immunity and coupling issues. Okay, next is electromagnetic interference. So it means generation and releasing of electromagnetic energy into the environment. So any unwanted emissions causes interference or disturbance to the other electronic devices in operation, which is actually operating in the same environment. That is known as electromagnetic interference or electromagnetic emissions, okay, which is actually unwanted. Okay, but that can be reduced also. Now this can be of the three types: conducted, radiated and coupled emissions. Okay, conducted emissions are unwanted electromagnetic energy which is carried into the electronic system via wires, PCB, etc. Okay, it can take the form of common mode or differential mode. Okay, it is called simple emissions. Okay, next is radiator emissions. So unwanted electromagnetic energy that is radiated through the space from the source of the interference to the electronic systems. And last is coupled emissions. So unwanted electromagnetic energy that is capacitively or inductively coupled from the source of the interference to the electronic systems. Next is electromagnetic susceptibility. So it indicates its vulnerability to unwanted emissions and interference which causes the malfunction or breakdown of the device. If device is more susceptible, it means it is less immune to electromagnetic interference. Okay. Thereafter, electromagnetic immunity, what is that? It means that its ability to operate normally in the presence of electromagnetic environment without experiencing any interference or breakdown due to that electromagnetic emissions from the other electronic devices. Okay. So the more immune the device, it will actually less affected. Okay. Thereafter, electromagnetic coupling. So it means mechanism of one device emitted electromagnetic field reaching or interfering with the other device. Okay. Thereafter, emission suppression. So it is actually called techniques to lower this electromagnetic interference. It is also called emission suppression. Okay. So basically, electromagnetic interference is seen more in electric vehicle than the IC engine. So there are major sources of electromagnetic interference in electric vehicles. Okay. Some of the internal sources are power converters, electric motors, thereafter current in the batteries and in the interconnectors, thereafter shielded or you can say unshielded cables. Okay. Now these are all the internal sources. In external sources, the battery chargers and the wireless charging facilities are the major external electromagnetic interference sources in the electric vehicles. Okay. So what is the impact of this EMI? So electronic components nowadays, with the advancement in technology, automobiles contains more electronic components and the systems for the proper operation and reliability. Okay. So if we see the electronic vehicle architecture, large amount of electrical and electronic systems are placed into the confined space. Okay. So this causes the electromagnetic interference or crosstalk between these systems. Okay. So if EMC not maintained properly, these systems may malfunction or even it may fail to operate. Okay. Now the emissions suppression, what is that? So it is actually called techniques to lower the electromagnetic interference. Okay. And it can be reduced by different steps like this. So first, avoid unnecessary switching operations. Okay. Second, necessary switching should be done as low as possible for this reason. Okay. So to reduce this interference. Thereafter, noisy circuit with a lot of switching activities should be physically separated from the rest of the design. Okay. Thereafter, high peak voltages can be avoided by using the spread spectrum methods, in which different parts of the circuit emits at the different frequencies, so it will not be interfered. Okay. Thereafter, harmonic wave filters. Thereafter, design for the operator at the lower signal levels, reducing the energy available in the emissions. So these are all the steps, the way you can reduce the electromagnetic interference and make your device electromagnetic compatible. Okay. So that's it in today's session. I hope you get all the clear idea about the electromagnetic interference and compatibility. So let's just revise all the things once again. So interference means it is the noise in a device which is actually occurring the problem in other device. Okay. Thereafter, compatibility. Compatible means which is compatible with this electromagnetic field. So which is the device which is actually compatible with electromagnetic interference and does not affect much is called electromagnetic compatibility. Okay. And thereafter there are two. One is susceptibility and one is immunity. If susceptibility means it is actually getting effect of the electromagnetic field, and immunity means it is not getting affected by the electromagnetic field. Okay, so that's it in today's session. I hope you get all the clear idea about this. So if you have any query, you can let me know. I will try to solve all the queries as soon as possible. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Goodbye.